So here it is. This is a 2023 Ram 5500 cabin chassis. This is a Laramie trim, and they actually did something a little different on this truck that you're going to see in a second. Can't wait to show it to you guys. Special shout out to Larry H. Miller, Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram here in Sandy, Utah. They do have this truck. It's not available. I'm pretty sure it's already pre-sold. But if you would like to order one, hit these guys up and let them know you saw the video. This is the window sticker for the truck we're going to be reviewing today. And this base price is very misleading because it does not include the Laramie. So that base price is for a Ram 5500 chassis cab with the crew cab configuration and 84-inch cab to axle and four-wheel drive. 60 inch is actually just a standard one, so just keep that in the back of your mind. Here's some of the standard equipment. Be sure to pause it. And that Laramie package is an additional $12,000. So this truck's going to start around like 70 grand with that package, and that's with the Hemi configuration. And here's everything that's going to come in that package. That continues at the top. Co-weather groups there, and max tow is $11.95. So I did look it up real quick just to kind of get an idea what it comes with, and here it is. It's only giving you a 489 rear axle ratio, and that's going to be with the Cummins, okay? And one thing to take note of, if you are building this truck at a dealership that does not order these a lot of people make this mistake. They'll click this 22-gallon midship fuel tank because it comes standard with a 52-gallon tank. However, you have to select this one if you want the 74-gallon. You're deleting that 52-gallon with this option. So don't let the price fool you. And if you do build a truck and you see 125, they have to go back and do 795. So make sure that they add that one. Here's a few other options here. Some of the notable ones: dual alternators. They did do power takeoff. And this one does have the manual DPF regeneration. Destination came in at $1895 with a total price of $88,960. Now up front, you do have an upgraded grille, and for 2023, LED headlights are an option for the 25 and 3500s as well as the 1500s. Laramies used to have standard LED, but no longer. So if you are building your truck, you may need to ask the dealer to add these on. I did not see that as an option on this truck, but just make sure you ask the question if you would like that. And you do have tow hooks up front. They're a little bit different from your regular trucks. And your parking sensors, LED fog lights. Let's see if you can see that suspension too. Four-wheel drive systems right there. And this did have that heavy-duty front suspension. And then check out that big old fin flare. This does have that wide front track. Painted bumpers are going to be an option. Looks really good. Really good. 19.5-inch wheel. And it's going to be wrapped in a hand coupe tire. And this is what you pretty much see on all of them. So 225, 70, 19.5. And here's a better look at that suspension too. Now the mirrors are a little different from what I'm used to seeing. And they are, I believe, manual too, because you don't have the same controls as the other trucks, and I thought that was pretty interesting too. So unless I'm missing something, it looks like you have to manually operate these, and your convex is actually a little bit different from the other Ram trucks too. You still have your turn signal right here, and because of the dually and the fender flares, you do have clearance lights standard. But yeah, the 19.5-inch wheels do look really good. It is missing the cap. And then here's the back. Wow. And then you have your DEF fill, and then you have 2 diesel fills because of the extra tank. And here's all the crappy stuff that we don't like. There are no lights right there, by the way. I wonder if that's an upgrade unless you're planning on getting like a box or something for the back. Now here's your leaf spring setup. The hardware is definitely a lot different compared to the 3500s. Especially like right here, this thing is massive. And you have tons of leaves in this pack here. Let's go ahead and count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the main, and then you have 2 over the leaf springs here. And there is an option to have LED taillights too if you like. And then check out the rear brakes here. Now you notice here that this is just a standard steel wheel. You can upgrade that from the factory to have it all aluminum like this. And the ribs are a little bit different from the front. These are typically a little bit more aggressive. And the same size obviously. And then here is the capacity. It's right here. It's gonna be a G-rated tire, 110 PSIs. And it's gonna have 3,970 pounds single and then 3,750 pounds dual. This does have the painted door handles, smart key system. But the white paint looks great, especially on the fender flares and the front bumper. I know a lot of people complain about the cabin chassis Cummins because it's detuned. You're gonna have 360 horsepower, 800 pound-feet of torque, but you have to remember that you can gear these trucks pretty low out back, like I was a 488 or 456, something crazy. So you have those options, especially if you pick that max tow package. So just keep that in mind. Now this one does have the dual alternator, so there's one right there, and then there's one kind of nestled under that intake right there. Probably can see it better this way. Not really. And all in all, I mean, this truck can tow over 30,000 pounds, and the reason why you would get a truck like this is for payload because of the high GWR, which I'll show you here in a second. But all in all, not much has changed under the hood. No surprise, but you don't have a sport performance hood, which would be nice because it does give you the heat extractors. They should make that an option for the cabin chassis personally. But as far as the interior goes, this truck does not have any prep done, so I mean, you can kind of see the leather seats. It's pretty much what you've seen in the past. And here's the door card, nice wood trim pieces, and then you have like a suede insert right there, seat memories, and then as I showed you earlier, some of the controls, and you cannot automatically open and close the mirrors. That's pretty surprising that they did something a little different on this truck. But all in all, this is a 6-passenger, which you can get also on the 3500s if you'd like on the Laramie. But you have the auxiliaries, you have your power takeoff right there. I don't remember seeing a button in the past for that, so that might be something new too. And here's some of your other buttons for towing and parking sensors. Push button start. Oh, so this one has the digital gauge cluster. The digital gauge cluster is not available on the other Ram 3500 and 2500 Laramie. You have to go to a limited or a limited Longhorn. So that's cool that they give you the option to have that. They did update these buttons too on the steering wheel. And 12-inch display. If you want to see more of this system here, you can go look at my other videos. It's going to be pretty much the same, but I don't have the key for this truck because it's already pre-sold. But all in all, pretty much the same interior that you've seen in the past. I do not like that lighter color roof, but because it's being a work truck, it makes a lot of sense because it gets hot. LED lights, place for your sunglasses, home link system, and then you have your vanities, a little bit of storage up there, Alpine sound system, and there is a USB down below there, and of course this is all finished in leather too. A little bit of storage under the seat right there. Power plug, and 4 more USBs, type A and type C. Yeah, this is a nice truck, super nice. And for $88,000 it can be yours once you order it. And sometimes if you like, you could even take the window sticker that I show you and just have someone build the exact truck. Now I didn't notice this up front, but you do have the vinyl floors. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that on these higher trim levels. I just noticed it just now, that it does have the vinyl flooring. And you know, this is not a bad idea. Now keep in mind, this truck could be a little bit louder on the interior because I don't really feel, oh, okay, never mind, I do feel it right there. But up front I didn't feel it, and I didn't see it inside, like where they cut the floor. But yeah, vinyl floors, so easy to wash out. Heated seats up front, but I don't think you can get them on this truck. There is a power plug down below. There's some USBs. I do not see a button for heated seats though. But all in all, this is a great option for somebody who, you know, who does need a truck to tow really big loads. And then you do have the 60/40 bench, and you can flip these seats up and put a solid floor surface down here to sleep out back too. Lastly, here are the numbers for the truck. So this truck was built on February 2023, by the way. 19.5-inch wheels by 6. Gross ax weight rating is 7,250. That may be upgraded, so keep that in mind. And then the rear gross ax weight rating is going to be 13.5, and then 19.5 GVWR. And then you won't have a payload number because this is considered factory incomplete, but this truck's going to have probably 10,000 pounds or more of payload capacity without a bed. And once you put a bed and things like that on it, it'll probably be closer to like maybe 8,000 pounds, which is still ridiculous. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. I hope it was helpful. If you are in the market, like I said, be sure to reach out to Larry H. Miller here in Sandy, Utah, and I'll see you guys in the next video.